Hello, friends. It says live video is starting, but I never know when it's actually started, so maybe it has. There it is. Hello, friends. Um, this past week, earlier this week, I was in San Francisco. Now I'm back in the corner of my home again. And in San Francisco, I was at the Follow Boss Zillow Conversion Summit. And it was such an incredible event. It was a half day event. Usually I'm gone for 2 or 3 days at these long events. Um, but this was a perfect half day event full of very real, very actionable takeaways. And I just wanted to share with you kind of a summary of some of the things that we talked about or that the presenters talked about because it, ironically enough, had a lot of crossover with what I've been talking to you about the last several weeks. So, Follow Boss and Zillow, or Zaddy, as Colt Whitney put it, hosted this half-day event, and these were not pretend gurus presenting, right? These were real-life team leaders from all over the country who had built their business by knowing how to convert leads. And a lot of people, especially when Zillow is involved, have this connotation that leads means online leads. And of course, those are really easy to access. You can buy online leads from all different areas. But I mean leads as in anyone in your database. We actually talked about, or the presenters talked about, converting leads from all angles. So if you aren't big into the online lead world, don't shut out this video because there really was an opportunity for you to learn even outside of the online lead space. But again, these were real life gurus, real life practitioners. Tiffany, Colton, Barry, Gabe, Phil, these all were team leaders that convert at a high level. This event was about them opening up their playbook. They literally had screenshots from their database showing what they were doing to help convert leads. And so this event was an incredibly natural event for us at Ruuster and Ruuster clients to attend. The clients that we had there are all in the top 200 producing teams in the country. So these were not, again, kind of pie in the sky ideas. These were proven ideas for proven practitioners. And again, it was for any source of lead in your database. So again, I just want to make this so clear because a lot of people, again, tune out. And you need to know that there's conversion strategies for all lead sources, not just online leads. So for me personally, again, it felt incredibly validating because it was the culmination of everything I've been talking about for the last several weeks, using your database to intelligently identify opportunities and setting standards for agents and showing your agents what these standards could actually produce. So Tiffany went through several different filters she uses in her database to identify missed opportunities, and there was one in particular I thought was absolute gold. I wrote it down and later posted it in the Ruuster user group. Made some changes to specifically appeal to Ruuster clients because we use so many activity-based tags, but that's really what it was. It was combining activity-based tags with additional filters that kind of identify folks that have been active but gone unworked, so to speak. And when I later got home and ran this filter on one of our own clients' FUB accounts, I found over 500 leads that fit that filter, right? So she called it mining for gold. And there was 500 little gold nuggets in there. And even if you only converted 5% of those, that's 25 deals sitting there for the taking. That's 25 deals. That's the production for a high producing agent in 1 year, right? So I thought that was pretty incredible. Gabe mentioned another opportunity area that I had actually never considered before, even though it feels like in retrospect it's been staring me right in the face. But it was following up with missed opportunities or missed appointments. And it couldn't help but make me laugh a little because how many agents let their ego and pride get in the way of that opportunity set? Like I can see it now. An agent gets no-showed, and maybe this is me projecting a little bit my ego and pride, but you get no-showed by someone on your appointment and you immediately dismiss them as an opportunity. Well, this person didn't show up, so obviously I'm not going to work with that person. Well, life happens, things change, we all know this, we're all guilty of this. There's no one in the world who's made 100% of their appointments, right? So keep in mind, give them some grace. That person literally agreed to meet with you. Put your ego aside and reach back out to reschedule. Gabe's kind of key point there was in the appointment setting feature inside a follow-up boss, you have to update the outcome of the appointment. His point was there was one team he met with that had 100% of their appointments with no resolution, right? There was no outcome noted for how that appointment went, so they have no idea how many appointments they actually met with versus how many opportunities they have to reschedule that. So that was really big. Colton Whitney, extremely data driven. I was really impressed with how well he tracks his numbers, and speaking with him and some of the tech tools he uses, it's no surprise to me that he has these data points and that his team performs the way they do. And the data point he presented on that really impressed me the most was that 50% of his team's first conversations with leads happened on the 8th contact. So you remember my shower thought post a week or so ago? If Colton's team had that mentality of this person hasn't picked up my phone call, they're a bad lead, then his production would drop significantly and he would never be asked on stage. But because his agents have that tenacity and that work ethic, they get after it. They make those 8 to 12 phone calls. And again, 50% of the first time they have a conversation happens on the 8th phone call. So just remember that. Or when you say these are bad leads, remember, you might have just called them at a bad time. The harder you work, the luckier you seem to get, right? At the end of the day, all that's stopping many of your struggling agents is effort. And that data point kind of proved it to me. Like I don't know that you can actually refute that point. Phil's presentation, this is the first time I saw Phil present. It was incredible, and it covered how to convert listing presentations into signed agreements at an unbelievable clip. It's definitely a little out of my wheelhouse, right? You're not going to see me get up and talk about how to convert listing appointments. That's not something that I've spent a lot of my professional career helping with, but there was a lot of crossover principally based off of this, or based off his approach. So one of the major takeaways for me with what he said and how it applies to what Ruuster tries to help you do converting more leads is that he focuses on best serving his client, and you have to do the same thing to convert leads. When you care more about the client than the sale, you'll convert at higher rates than you ever thought possible. Right? If you have commission breath, your clients are going to be able to smell that commission breath through the phone. So you have to put the focus on the person. I know with online leads in particular, it's very easy to think, this is a name, email, phone number, a lead, this is a thing, this is a commodity, this isn't a person. But the truth is, there is a person behind that lead profile, and you have to care about that person if you want to seriously convert. And then Barry, everyone loves Barry. He's an incredible presenter. He talked a lot about using AI to convert at a higher level, and I thought that was timely. In the next couple of days, you're going to hear me talking about something called deterministic dialing, which is the science of calling the right lead at the right time, backed by behavior, intent, and engagement data. No more guesswork for the agent, just proven results based off of a decade plus of experience. So the presenters at the event were really incredible, talking about things I thought were really important. Like I said, this event was the culmination of what I've been talking to you about. Ruuster at its core is designed to help you convert more leads into real opportunities, right? I'm not selling you pay-per-click. I'm not selling you lead generation. Our clients, you probably have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of leads in your database, and you need to convert those. We are designed to help you do that. So go back and watch the videos I've made the last several weeks. In addition to this deterministic dialing you're going to hear me talking more about, I'm excited to announce formally that on Monday, we're going to be releasing our CRM audit. All right, so you have to download this and read this. This is going to be completely free to you. It's all value, it's all give. You can actually take it and run with it and never work with us ever again, or ever at all if you don't want to, but you will get value out of it. So please, please, please download our money making CRM audit. This will not be a painful IRS audit. This will be, you'll actually come out on the other side with more opportunities, right? So most importantly, take action on it. You'll find things that will scare you. You will find things that you didn't know. Maybe for some of you, you've been willfully ignoring. But again, download this. It's free. It's coming out Monday. And remember, your next deal is already in your database. So thanks so much if you've made it this long. And I really look forward to getting this money-making CRM audit to you soon. That's all. Enjoy your weekend.